Cold Man Making Games. It is I, the Drunk Old Man, and we shall start the stream by making sure I'm playing non-copyright music. I am. And we shall start the stream after making make sure we're doing blah 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 blah, blah music with the ceremonial beer opening, just to prove that it's not a marketing ploy. I genuinely believe that a little bit of beer makes you better at coding. It's my excuse, and my god, I'm sticking to it. So, in other news, beer, very fizzy beer. Welcome to those of you who have been before, and welcome back. Sorry, and welcome to those of you who are new to the fold, who are going to join my beautiful community, my small but growing community of beautiful people. I'd like to watch myself, please. Not that I'm a narcissist. But there we are. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Bibbly bobbly bobbles. Right, excellent. So, I watch myself because the chat works on my phone and it doesn't work on my computer for reasons known only to NordVPN. I think. NordVPN and Twitch don't play nicely together. But I need to use Nord because otherwise I would be streaming to Thai people and they would, well, firstly, for the most part, not understand me, and secondly, if they did understand me, probably wouldn't find me funny. Not that you necessarily find me funny, but I've got a better chance. I've got a better chance that you'll find me funny. Right, anyway, beer. Less chat, more beer. So, as I say, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Beer, and all the rest. And I'm now going to wave at myself to get a sort of lag check. Okay, it's not too bad. A couple of seconds. So yesterday, the drunk old woman joined me, which was very enjoyable for all involved, I'm sure. And and my internet connection fell over. I don't think it was my fault. I think it was something to do with my ISP, which is rare actually. Usually it's quite good where I live, but it did. It died. So yeah, in short, I'm back with hopefully a functioning internet connection, a partially working game. I mean, so the drunk old woman was brought in as a play tester, essentially to to give me a fresh set of eyes for someone playing, and she brought up some very useful points, annoyingly. Some of which were corroborated by my lovely followers and viewers. And she said her first problem was that it's just too bland, because I was thinking about putting it up on itch to kind of get wider, engagement, I suppose. I mean, just to give an opportunity to people who follow me and who are part of the tiny community, or my tiny community, not the Twitch community obviously, but my tiny part of Twitch, to give them an opportunity to have a fiddle about, see what they think about it. But she said it was just too boring and it was too monotonous and it needed some graphics, basically, before I should even do a pre-release. I'm not 100% sure I agree with her, but on the other hand, I am going to need to do some graphics at some point, and I find it a bit boring myself as well, and honestly, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of art. So, today might be an art day, but I haven't actually decided yet. I definitely want to do a sort of title screen and a game over screen, and also work out sort of life. I mean, not just because I'm having a midlife crisis. I mean, like how what it means to be damaged in the game. Like, is it insta-death? Because my original idea was that it was insta-death, but she said that was just too unforgiving, especially when you first start out. She thought it would just be so frustrating that people might. So I'm wondering if you can start with kind of like armor, and actually as the game progresses, you can potentially choose to, offset your defense for offense, if you see what I mean. Like, so you can have a defensive build, which gives you more ability to be a bit bouncing into walls and stuff. Or you could go for a more offensive build that would actually diminish your ability to survive impacts, but you know, on the plus side, you know, would be balanced against maybe, I don't know, extra speed or something. So I thought that wasn't a bad idea. So yeah, she came back with some pretty good advice yesterday, I think. So I mean, I've got to now try to implement those things. So I think really, step one, slightly easier balance of difficulty to begin with, and improved graphics, I think, were her main points that she wanted me to address before she's willing to have another go. We often spend weekends with each other. I don't think we will next weekend. Well, we will, but we won't do it here. So, but the weekend after, hopefully, she'll be back to do another play test. So I've got 2 weeks to try to make it a bit prettier, slightly tweak the difficulty, and hopefully do a few other things as well. But I mean, I'm sure the art is going to take me a while, because I have very little experience with art. And I think it's too soon for me to employ a professional artist. And I do want to do some of the art myself. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go for... yeah, like I'm going to do intermediate art myself, which will look a bit rubbish, but at least it's something, you know, I can say, oh, I made that, and feel kind of proud of myself. And then I'll probably get an expert once I've finalised everything with my intermediate art, and I know exactly what the assets I need. Then I can say, okay, well, here are the prototypes to someone who actually knows what they're doing, and then get them to make, you know, properly animated, nice stuff. Which I can then slide in, because at the moment I don't even really understand how pixels work. I mean, obviously I understand what they are, but I don't understand how this penguin here, which is a 32 by 32 sprite, I don't really understand how it actually, you know, how its scale corresponds to the kind of the play area, you know, the game view, and other things in it, because I think it's, if I check, yeah, like it's scaled. So for some reason this is scaled to 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, but my fish, which is meant to be smaller than a penguin, but I have a fish here, and this is scaled to 7. So if I have this at 2, so if I bring a fish into the scene here, is this going to work? Yeah, it is going to work, but I have to make sure. Why is it always over there? Am I being really dumb? Where's the penguin? Penguin, where's the penguin? Oh, now where's the bloody fish? Oh, God almighty. I mean, you see, where did I put... I mean, why is everything so miles away from everything? So annoying. Right, screw you, fish. Delete. Zoom in on the penguin. Zoom out. Put a fish by it. There we go. Is that going to work? Right, fish. I mean, like, yeah, so I'm confused why this fish, which is... what is it? Sprites, I think, is 16 by 16 sprites, and the penguin 32 by 32 sprites, and yet for some reason the fish is scaled to, if it's down at 2, it seems to be a lot smaller. So there's something fishy going on. So there's something going on that I don't understand. So I'll undo that before I get confused, because I spend most of my time confused, and we will delete that as well. So yeah, in short, there's a whole bunch about kind of sprite art that I just don't even understand, especially in correlation to, yeah, to the whole thing. What's it look like that goes down to 2? No, I mean, it's just like, look down here on this screen, it's just tiny. It's meant to be half the size. Is it meant to be half the size? Am I being dumb? So the penguin is, oh, I don't know what any of that means. 32 by 32, and the fish is 16 by 16. So, like, to me, the fish should be half the length of the penguin. Like, at the same scale. But it ain't. It most categorically ain't. So I've obviously done something stupid. Oh, maybe that's what I've done stupid. Aha! That's maybe what I've done that's stupid. 32. Maybe I should delete this. Save. Oh, maybe that's where I went wrong. Now, of course, the fish is a different size. Alright, let's kill the fish. Delete the fish. Ah! Now are you a bigger fish? So, Well, there you go. Turns out I can be taught. He can be taught, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, now it's too big. Oh, that's because it is. Ah, yay! Okay, look, I learned something. I learned something, people. To everyone's great surprise, the drunk old man learned something. Alright, so I reckon the fish wants to be at 2x2x2. So now if I save that and delete that. Alright, I reckon now. I'm going to check it one more time. Oh, that is better. That's about the right size for a fish, isn't it? And it is about... Oh, I actually feel like I'm not a complete idiot. Right, okay, fine. Again, I don't know if I've done it correctly, but it's good enough for me. Good enough for Jazz. So, hey, not Chris! How are you? Let us indeed go. I was just rambling to myself for the last 20 minutes, but thank you for joining me. Oh, hang on, I haven't turned Nord on. That's why the return, I never leave. Yeah, oh, god damn it. That's why... Oh, well, I don't care. Like, if Thai people want to watch me, they can. But yeah. I don't know what happened yesterday. My SP just dropped completely, and I couldn't get it back. And I think it was just, I think they were probably redoing it because it's the middle of the night here. It was like 3 in the morning. So they probably were doing some maintenance. But anyway, when I came back today, everything was working fine. So we just went to bed in the end. And Drunk Old Woman, also known as Catherine, gave me a whole bunch of really good feedback, actually. Mainly that it was ugly as shit, which was sweet, and that it was too hard, and that she was, you know, she was kind of bouncing off it. And she's not a pro gamer, but again, like, you know, I'd already kind of got used to how it works, and I think I was like, oh, it's not that hard. But she was like, nah. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe make it a bit easier to start with, and then obviously that's probably better in a way anyway, because then you can scale up difficulty, and add a bit of, you know, what's the word for, progression to the whole thing. Her main interest, she's what? Oh no, she's not a tech person at all. She's very good with Claude. So in her field of industry, not in Claude Code, but she's more in sort of well, she basically manages a small agency, but technically she's in marketing and sort of brand agencies and stuff like that. But yeah, she's much more high powered than I am. She actually has a proper job. Whereas I just dick around. So yeah, no, she actually has to go to an office and all sorts of horrible things. You've been looking for a new design. Well, I mean, well, I don't think either of us can offer you jobs. She might be able to. You don't want to move to Thailand, do you? You've thrown me now. But you do. I thought you were more. You do. Oh yeah, well absolutely. Yeah, I bet that was a whole bunch of fun. Are you in Oregon? Why do I think you're in Oregon? Sorry, my brain. I have an awful memory, but my brain has a sort of thing. So I don't know. Connecticut. I wonder why I thought it was Oregon. Oh, Connecticut. Connecticut's lovely. I've been to Connecticut. Franklin Pierce Lake I went to in Connecticut about 30 years ago, but it's very lovely. That's all I remember. I don't remember the town, but I do remember the lake. And also it means I remember your 14th president. And I don't know why I remember it's your 14th president. I'm now actually going to have to check that up. Oh, is that in New Hampshire? No, it isn't. Is it? Oh, well, it shows what I know. Wow, close enough. I mean, you know, once you've come all the way over the Atlantic. Franklin Pierce. Yeah, 14th US president. I mean, how the hell did I remember that? I can't remember my birthday. Anyway, what was I doing? Firstly, I need a title for this stream. So I think, what am I going to do today? I think today I intend to... What do I intend to do today? I might try to do some art. I think I'm going to try to do some art. I'm going to try to make... I want it to look a bit more pretty. So I'm probably going to try to do a background piece of art. And maybe terrain. And it's just going to be shitty, like my penguin. It's going to be this level of what's the word for? of sprite design. Done entirely in free software, but at some point I might buy Aspirite, which I've heard is what everyone should have, but I'll do that when no one's watching, because I'll get angry about typing in my credit card details and stuff, which I probably shouldn't do live on a Twitch stream. Oh, what? You have opinions, not Chris? Fill me in on your opinions. Is never good. I never like It's actually one of Drunk Old Woman's favourite expressions. She's a bit like Marge from The Simpsons. Honey. That was an awful expression. I don't know. It sounded more like, what did it sound like? I don't know. Something SpongeBob. I don't know. Anyway, what? Right. Yeah. So, free sprite creator. Oh, first things first. I'm actually going to check the game's working because it just turned off last time. And I also want to check if my fish are the right size now, because I just worked out you can rename the fish, resize the fish. Right. Oh, actually that's the first thing I want to do. Oh, the fish are the right. Oh, that's so much more satisfactory. You see, I think she's stupid. This is easy. I don't know why I say this, because she'll watch these videos and I'll just be in trouble. I mean, you know, as she herself said, she's not, you know, she's not elite gamer like me. I'm a pro. I'm a pro gamer, baby. Oh, yeah, right. No, it is quite frustrating. I can see that. Sometimes it is quite frustrating, and so, yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe you can kind of, yeah, maybe you can kind of earn back a bit of, yeah, because, yeah, I don't know. I want it to be hard. Well, anyway, we'll see. We will see. I will work on, like, proper tweaking later. The fact is, the game works, the fish are about the right size, and, thanks to my good friend Not Chris, I have a score down in the bottom left-hand corner. Right, beep. I'm an expert Aspirite key. Oh, dude, that's totally unnecessary levels of kindness. I mean, I don't even know. It's Windows. Yeah. How do you know? Oh, you can see down here. Oh, dude, I don't know. Well, in that case, I'm definitely kind of right. Well, you're very, very kind. I will give it a go. I was listening to some of your music, incidentally. It was very good. I really liked it. I didn't. I'm afraid I didn't listen to anything from your jam kind of sessions, but your band, the band. I don't know even what that means. I'm afraid not, Chris. Enable whispers. All right. God, you could be. I mean, like, I'm such an old man. I feel like my mother. I mean, if you're some sort of hacker in Azerbaijan, community moderation. No, I don't know. Maybe you'll tell me. I did hold your old band. Yeah. Oh, enable whispers. Okay, well, I'll ask Twitch, Google how to do that. How do you enable whispers in Twitch? To enable sandwiches, there's a master on-off dependence. You simply initiate to make sure you accept them. Maybe if I just chat with you, maybe that will work. Once again, I think you overestimate my ability to use a computer. Does that work, or does that just broadcast on here? That probably broadcasts on here. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Oh, hello, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Channel. I don't know what any of this crap means. No, nothing. Why is nothing ever obvious? Like, I would have that in the messaging area. Ah, whispers. Aha. Innate. No. No, that hasn't worked. Aha. There you are. I've blocked whispers. Okay. Got it. Hello. There we go. That was on, that's a whisper. See, I can work stuff out. I'm not a complete imbecile. I am a complete imbecile. It's also very hot in here. Have I turned my aircon off? Sorry, just give me 1 second. No, what the hell's going on? Why are you so hot, duh? No, I hadn't turned it off. I just turned it down. Alright, so Aspirite. Is Aspirite... Oh my word, that's a lot of numbers. Nice. Alright. Dude, I just do not know what any of this crap is at all. Oh, I see. Alright. Duh. You see, my girlfriend's always saying that I'm this techie guy. I'm not, I'm an absolute idiot. I have no idea what any of this crap means. What? I am so terrible. Is it like, I want to download it. I don't want to buy the key. I want to download it. Oh, crikey Moses. What is that? Blah, 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 blah. You're very kind. I can't believe how extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? How very patient you are with my nonsense. Oh, don't worry about it, not Chris. I'll sort it out myself. I've got plenty of money and I can buy a thing. But I'm glad you helped me work out how to do to whispers. It's very satisfactory. And today I will just get on with what I actually already know, because I don't want to actually. What I'll do is I'll dick around with Aspirite so I can actually learn how to use it, because I don't really want people just to watch me dicking around with it. So I'll just use what I already know how to use, just for the moment, because it's good enough and I know how to download stuff. Because otherwise there'll just be a whole bunch of me looking like an absolute dickhead on screen. I can't bear the shame. Right, so I think, what do I think? I think the first thing I need to do is actually understand how this crap's going to work. So, at the moment I've got this terrain generator, right? Thank you very much indeed. I will. I mean, I may if I can set it up. So if you see it pinging that someone's used it, that was me, and I am very grateful. But like, yeah. But to begin with, I just want to get on with it because I've already been rambling for half an hour. But cheap precisely 0, and my God, every time I touch a new piece of software, computers hate me. They really do. Right. So look, I've already asked this stupid machine about meshes. So, how? Oh, read my memory. Read memory, please. Right. It's actually really some fiscal. Alright. You're doing it again! Oh my God, it's so annoying. Have you changed your feedback? You've changed your feedback. Oh, whatever, I don't care. No, thanks. I love the done that does this. It says, how do you talk to you? Direct, no hedging, some personality welcome, stay tactical, no high level design spoilers on stream. Game, you really do not need to give me the potted history. Please, can you remind yourself not to do that on startup and just get straight into it. This generator. I'm pleased with this generator. Again, like, I kind of understand how most of it works as well. I mean, I'm slightly scared of kind of 2-dimensional Perlin noise. There's no consequence. Don't worry, I'm not gonna delete you. Well, I am, but I'm gonna delete you anyway. Poor Claude. What are we working on? Well, Claude, today I intend to try to implement some pixel art at the edges of the terrain mesh. So we'll see what that does. Ah! God, what do you do, man? How are you so involved with everything? You're only 35. It drives me insane. Alright, fine. You didn't make this. Alright, fine. Ah, love it. Hey, woo! Yeah, this is exactly the sort of nonsense I'm talking about. Whee! Oh man, you make all the best games. This kind of reminds me of something. Does it remind me of something? I don't know, quite flashy. Is this a kind of remade? Was it a? Was it a? Whoopa. Oh, I want to hit the penguins. I mean, not the penguins, the snowmen. God, you really, everyone is so good at distracting me from what I'm actually meant to be doing. Everyone's got games. I feel like such a Johnny-come-lately. Ah, front flip. Oh, a front flip. That's a good idea. Uh-oh. Whee! Oh, I love games like this. Yeah, I completed it. 19 miles an hour. I'm a bit of a big deal in the kickflip world. Right, anyway, so yes. Well, yeah, so I used the mesh to get the corners, but now I'm interested in how... Yeah, Flash era was... I mean, the Flash era was the best era, let's be honest. You know, when games are real games. You're very kind, not Chris. You're very kind. You're very good for my ego. So I've got a mesh per chunk. Yeah, I know that. Flash sort of blah blah blah. Yes, that's exactly. Chunky step blocks or a sprite texture that tiles along the edge. I'm thinking different chunks of sprite depending on the edge gradient. So above that, maybe down to a shared lower point, there can be larger sprites that contain, you know, world building images as if buried in the tunnel walls, and then at the edge between you know, solid and liquid, there will be, yeah, like yeah, sprites at different angles, different sprites for different gradients, maybe having about four, I don't know, maybe having about 6 between flat and vertical, which can then be reflected. How clever are you feeling today, Claude? But today I want to focus on the edge sprites. Edge sprites, you want the surface points, compute the gradient at each position, yeah. Bucket that into one of your 6 slots, yeah, great. X flip, yes, so you get 12, yeah, great. Placement, 1 sprite per surface point. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going for a sort of Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing, which I think had sprites of 4 pixels wide per surface. So edge chunk. I don't know what the correct word is, but I'm sure it'll work it out. Exciting times watching me talk to an AI, but I mean, sadly, it does occasionally. That track, Sonic Stars sit where the edge slope tiles being 16. So in your case, each slice is for that's what's your pixel. At the moment, I have set up the sprites I've made as 32 by 32 and 16 by 16, but the world is, I think, currently just at default. So you see, this is the thing, like, I don't mind. Oh, I definitely will, but I mean, while, yeah, which spans chunk width units, you want sort of, but yeah, so, oh my god, are you kidding me? You may find for your setup a sprite shape possibly on a curve or spline without Bezier. Oh, stop, he's such a smart ass.
Can you believe traditional modeling?
No, shut up. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to avoid watching. Yeah, oh god, you're kind. Oh my god, and does it automatically spritify it? And is this Unity? I mean, it's a very old version of Unity by the looks of things, but it does look to be Unity. Oh god. You see, I really don't want to. No, no, like, the thing is, that looks like it's... Is it kind of doing the work for you? No. I'm confused now. I quite like, because I'm going for the old, let me show you. Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Game Gear. So I'm going for this. Oh, piss off. God, why is everything such hard work? I just want a picture. I don't want a video. If I wanted a video, I'd have pressed the videos button. But... Oh, man. Actually, more. I don't think I'm being particularly complicated here. I said what I wanted to see. I don't want a flat bit. I want a wibbly bit. Yeah, like this, maybe. Please don't be a game. Oh, it's a tiny little bit. Oh, god damn it. Like, the world used to actually be full of useful and interesting information. Now it's all just nonsense. You see, that looks like a Bezier, actually, what you're talking about there. That actually looks like it's... Please don't be another video. Oh my god. You see, this... If... Look, in short, I think it's got... As this thing was just saying, it kind of chunks out the different sizes. I really want images. I really don't want anything that's going to take me through to a game. See, I don't want it a pure curve. I like the sort of the janky, classic, you know, implied curves, but I'm finding it very hard to find anywhere that... Oh my god, it's another sodding video. God, I hate YouTube, I really do. I'm on the wrong thingy anyway, now I'm looking at myself. No, I don't want your Bezier nonsense, go away. Right, where have you gone? Yeah, it does. This is typically... Sorry, I'm just catching up with what you're saying. Basically what you're doing now, but manually. Like, old Sonic games, even Mario. Yeah, so Sonic is doing this. Yeah. Oh, the post-Genesis Sonic. What does Control... What? Control R does what? Oh, no, well, no, it was too low resolution. I'll get grumpy. Look, it's very clear what I wanted. I want Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega Game Gear, and I want images. I want grounds. I want terrain, sprites. Someone must have looked at these because they're absolutely iconic. They're iconic. This is ridiculous. Ah, here we go. Oh, well, look, I could just yoink this. Can I nick this? I suspect I can't nick this. It's not quite what I'm after, because... Yeah, no, it's... Oh, I see, this is Sonic-esque. This isn't the original, I don't think. No, the original has much nicer sprites. But on the other hand, to be fair, this probably would actually suit me better. Because I don't really want to dick around making it all myself. Like, too cleverly. Is this... What? Is this actually something I can yoink? Am I allowed to steal this? So this is the Genesis style, yeah. Oh, refuse, please give credit. No, I'm already... no, that already sounds dodgy. Oh, yeah, these are cute. Oh, these are cute. What's this? Sprite? Yeah, same thing, isn't it? Yeah. The thing is, I'm in a kind of weird kind of I'm in an intermediate ground because honestly, I want to do as much as I can myself, despite the fact that it won't be the final result. I want to do as much as I can myself in an effort to like really understand. Like I want to understand it essentially. And I don't mind my art being a bit crappy, but I'm just worried it's going to be really crappy. And of course, you know, I don't know how crappy it's going to be until I actually try it. So it's possible I'm going to waste a whole bunch of time. And I have heard that it's a classic time thief is art. But I think that's possibly because people rather do the art. And so they're like, oh, you know, they do a bit of kind of coding and like that, and they're like, oh, yeah, but really, I mean, it's for the, like, because they're artists. And I'm not, I'm a coder, at the end of the day. These are cute, though. Oh, God, it feels so stupid to do the work. Because I always tell my staff, don't redo work that someone else has already done. Just don't do it. It's such a waste of time. But then I'm paying them. And this is meant to be fun. Yeah, god damn it. No. I will be strong. To begin with, I'm going to do this, I think, in the way that I'm thinking about. Oh, by the artist of Celeste. Are you kidding me here? Oh, sorry, you see the bloody stream was going... Game Whips, yeah. I would look on Open Game Art. It's popular here. I'm putting this up temporarily for you. These are the best pictures of both artists selection GIF format. How do you... God, you really do this for a living, don't you? Oh, they are nice. Wowee. No, yeah, well, exactly, Celeste, that's very much the sort of thing I'm talking about. And does Celeste... So, okay, well, here's a question then. Is the Celeste style more what I'm talking about with Sonic, where it's kind of classic blocks, or is that more like leveraging things like Bezier and stuff like that? Because I don't have a clue. I mean, I'm very new to all of this stuff. Doink. Still square clock. Yeah, you see that? I think that's the thing. I think, really. And no slopes at all. What, not a single slope? Wow, not even kind of like small pixel, like, you know, staircase slopes. So it's like quite big chunks, block, block, block. Huh, interesting. Well, that I think won't work because it is a platformer, and that certainly wouldn't work for what? I mean, not at that level of chunk. I think that's what I want. I want that scaled down. So I want the chunks to be there, but I want them to be like 4x4. So I want boop, boop, 4x4 squares, I think. And yeah. and so my surface won't actually be. So even the edge collider, the surface generator will generate basically a random gradient. I mean, by virtue of using the Perlin noise, and then I will superimpose like the relevant combinations of ones and of like rectangles and squares. Bish, bish, bish. Yeah, exactly. Where the collider. Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of what I want to go to, because that's the kind of art style I want, and I think it makes sense for the art style to mimic. Because once I've done the work to build the sprite renderers, then just putting a box collider around that seems quite simple, and then also it will at least be kind of consistent from a human's perspective, I think. But I mean, I'm making all this up. I've got absolutely no experience. I'm talking absolute rubbish. This is just all very much how I feel. You see, the coding, I'm trying not to vibe code. Everything else is vibe. Everything else is vibe design, vibe art. The coding is the one thing I can actually not have to vibe. Everything else, haven't a clue. You see, because you see, that's much bigger. Those are kind of tiny little pixel gaps. Whereas, goddamn, it's so annoying. There was such a good image, and I found it. Now I can't sodding find it. But it had such a nice kind of indication of what I'm talking about. Ah, it was this, but it was a photo of this rather than the sodding. God damn it. God, that looks stressful. I mean, it does amaze me that people make games like this. Look, anyway, I think I'm wasting valuable time. I think I'm gonna have to just make a decision and get on with it in the short term. Textiles. You have all of this stuff at your disposal. It's crazy. Sure, but I'm not. Sadly, it's not ground. I'm doing ice. So, which I think in a way makes it easier. But I am going to need to do a little bit of shading. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, two different sorts of uppy one. Exactly, and then they can reflect here. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm looking for, but in ice. Maybe I think there'll be a few more, because I want to have a slightly more curved, because I've got a lot more curving than this does. Like when we go in here, do I? I think I do. So I want to have maybe, this seems to have like flat. So I'm not going to need, yeah, so I'm going to need like a semi, well, come on. Oh God, did I stop it? I'm such an idiot. Yeah, so I'm going to need like a flat, a semi-flat. So yeah, so here would probably be flat, semi-flat, semi-flat, then kind of proper gradient. Then there'd be an even heavier gradient for... Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, there's some heavier gradients in there. Maybe I don't have any heavier gradients. Yeah, no, that looks quite heavy. Yeah, here. So that's probably super heavy. But I don't think I need completely vertical, because it's never going to be vertical. So this would... yeah, I think I still want a more vertical than 45 degrees. Don't know. Yeah, no, I do. Look, that's definitely more than vertical. So yeah, so I'm going to want this. So what I'm going to call that? I'm going to call that, 72.5 degrees, 77.5 degrees. No, 72.5 degrees, 45 degrees, 22.5 degrees, flat, and then back the other way. And then they can probably reflect as well. Yeah, I think that's basically what I'm aiming for. How do you find all this stuff? It's just incredible. It's just insane that you know where to find all this stuff. I like this floating dirt much more, it has to be said. That's very much the style I'm looking for. I mean, that really is very much the style I'm looking for. With like, and I suppose you can have multiple of the same sort of thing, which you then kind of use random versions of. So yeah, so I'm gonna, yeah. So I probably have 2 of each, just to make it interesting. I don't know, yeah. Alright, fine, thank you. Right, I think I've got a rough idea of what the hell I'm doing. But I still don't understand how the chunk width... So is that pixels as well? It can't be. No, it absolutely isn't. That's 32 pixels. Like, just absolutely no idea how to even work this out. I don't know. Right, penguin. Right, you stop. Right, so the penguin lives in a world... Well, it's already at 1 by 1. So, oh, okay, well, maybe if it was 1 by 1, then it'd be 64. But I still don't think it is. Oh, I've got a very itchy foot. Something's bitten me. Oof. Oh, dear. Right, sorry, I'm getting into the groove, get rather than the music. Right, default Unity PPU, I don't even know what PPU is. What does PPU stand for? Pixels per unit. Alright, fine, so I'm being an idiot. Pixels per unit. Oh, very straightforward. Wow, no hand holding there. Default Unity PPU is 100, so 16 by 6 is 1.016 world units wide. Which spans chunk width units. Okay. Okay. Right. Don't patronise me, I'll work it out. So I probably want PPU, I can have 100, but I probably want the world to be 128. Do I? So 16 by 16. Hang on, do I? So no, I probably want everything to be... So I probably want everything to be multiples of 2. So I probably want to make the default PPU 128. And then make my chunk width... Could probably then afford to be 64. How would I update it? The PPU to be 128. Okay, the project window, select your sprite asset. Alright, what's a project window? Sprite asset. Alright, penguin. And then do what? No, not of the penguin, you Nunu. I mean... the... Oh, I'm so confuzzled. But I will get there. Default Unity PPU is 100, so 16 by 6. Yeah. I see. Oh, I see. So it doesn't matter. So if I have a chunk, right? Oh, that's all right. No, that's fine. I just changed the chunk width to 128. Why does it matter? I can feel that it does matter, but I can't really work out why. Maybe that could actually just be 64 anyway now. No, because it's now... No! What the hell, man? So I want a chunk... Right. I mean... I want a chunk... Oh, I'm so... My brain is absolutely melting. It's like... I really need to get a piece of paper because I try to hold it all in my head. Well, the current chunk width... I'll just tell it and see, because... I'm sorry. But I don't understand why. Oh, is it? I probably want the sprite to be roughly 1 world unit wide to match the terrain point spacing. I think I would like maybe the penguin is 32 by 32. Have I told it by that? Oh, I have. The penguin is 32 by 32. How does it know this? It's so odd, because I know it doesn't really understand. Well, at least I hope it doesn't really understand. The penguin is 32 by 32, and I think maybe, yeah, for a first iteration, each gradient edge would be a quarter of that. So 8 by 8. Yeah, that seems about right. Do I need to change the chunk width? No, of course I don't. You see, that's why I was confused. Yeah, I don't. That's why I was confused, because I thought that was relevant, but it isn't, because that's just visions, yes. Fine. Okay, that seems good. 100 points per chunk. No, I'm confused again. Oh well, screw it. I'll work it out. Because actually, because I've scaled the penguin. Ah, no. Ah, no. I'd scaled the penguin to 2 times. So I think we're out by 2x. My bad, I'm an idiot. Yeah. It does. Should I remake the penguin at 64 by 64 as well? Okay, fine. It's a wise beast. A wise beast. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to get myself another beer. Because this is getting a bit flat and needs to be cold. Yoinks! Oh, perfetto. Si. Fine. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm drinking beer. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly reasonable behaviour. Perfectly reasonable behaviour. Oops. What time is it? No, it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. It's even more reasonable. Sunday night. Clearly. Oh. Right, let's do it. So. Yeah, see, I'm an idiot. Alright, fine. So the penguin is... Right, this is fine. My fish is also the wrong size, but that's okay. I can live with them being the wrong size, and at some point they'll need to be... Yeah, that's why it looks a bit shit. Alright, I'm with it, I'm with it. I'm wham with it. I'm with it now. Okay, yeah. So you think 16 by 16, do you? Yeah, 16 is right. We'll move back to 16 PPU. It does track. Alright, so, and I think 16... God, how did they do that? I mean, it's unbelievable they did that with 4. pixels. It almost makes me want to do that. It looks so good. The problem is, oh, where was it? Was it this? You see, the thing is, I thought it looked really nice. It was such a good aesthetic. Maybe I should do it at 8x8. I mean, I do know that doing it at lower pixels... Oh my god. The internet used to be so full of useful and interesting tidbits. Right, let's just look in here. Oh, it's bloody the Sprite as Resource again. I just want to look at it. Oh, go away. You see, this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It is, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the sort of style I'm looking for. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, but then... Oh, I'm probably overthinking this, aren't I? I'm overthinking this. So how big's Sonic here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So Sonic is 16. No, he's not. He's 16 by 32. Hum bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. I see. I think I am making my life slightly harder, and also, frankly, the world has moved on. I think no, I don't want a 16 by 32 Sonic. I want a 32 by 32 Penguin, which means that 8 is probably fine, and will easily make it easier for me to be less of a dickhead, because this all looks very clever with the shading, and I'm sure I'll get it wrong. Okay, fine. I think I finally made a decision, which is not, to be fair, my strong point. So. Alright, so what am I doing? I've completely forgotten. So I'm doing 16 by 16. So how do I tell this to be 16 by 16? Resize, preferences. Grid. Oh my god. Really? Like, I would have thought that was... Am I being really, really dumb? Please don't answer that question. 32 by... Yes, but how do I change it? Well, there earlier I was saying I knew how to do this, but apparently I don't. Oh, for cock's sake. No one tell me. I need to learn. I need to work it out for myself. I can work the stuff out. Is it this? Oh, no. Why do you say resize if it's just already that, you noo-noo? Resize. Oh, right. And default size. 16 by 16. Right, set the default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That seems to be more than 16. Is it? Is that really? 1, blah, 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 blah. Okay, apparently I'm an idiot. Alright, good. So, ground. Alright, I think we're going to start with ice. What colour is ice? Ice is kind of dirty. That's kind of icy. Right. So this is going to be a flat bit of ice. This I think I can manage. Now the temptation is to try to be a smart ass about it, but actually, because as I say, so alright. So that's icy, and then on the edge of the icy you're going to have it even slightly whiter, I imagine. And then we're going to have that's probably about right, and then we'll use that, yoink, but we'll go slightly whiter but not quite so white, about there maybe. That's about right. Look, fine. Oh, actually no, that's probably still too white, so we'll go and then slightly whiter still. Great. Yes. No. At least could be that. Yes, that's better. Okay. Great. Actually, that probably all wants to be like that. And then we're going to have a completely white bit because obviously snow is white. No. Yoink. Great. And then maybe probably in between. Is that about right? Yeah, that looks quite nice. Yeah. Does that look nice? Am I being dumb? I probably want this colour coming in, so I probably want one more layer. Yeah, I want one more layer, which is this in here. No. In here. No. Jesus. Sorry, excuse my language. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Will it do? I'm not sure I love it. Oh, that's the problem, is now I've got... Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So now I've got white stripes, which is not what I wanted. So I want this to be... Maybe that's what I want. That's possibly more what I want. No. No, because I do want that in there. Damn it. Damn it, Bannon. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And then maybe... No, not that one. This one. No, not that one. This one. Or that one. Yes. Oh, that's more or less what I want now. Right, that'll do. That probably will do. So there's a flat bit. Look, flat art. I made flat art. Right. Can I make a sort of thingy? As a sprite sheet. Oh, hang about. So what I could do... So if I make this 4 times bigger, then I can have a sprite sheet. God, I could look like a proper professional, like I actually know what I'm doing. Oh, I'll get so confused. Like, hands up if you know I'm going to get really confused. Me. Alright, let's fucking do it anyway. Screw it, who cares? Right, let's save it. Okay, whatever. Right, so resize it. So we're going to resize it to 32 to 64, right? Then... okay, right, so now that's... Oh, this is fun. Alright, can I then copy that and then fuck with it? Because that'd be handy. No, I can't. Oh, I can. Yoinkies. Can I copy? And then put it in there? No. No. Can I make it a pen? No. I wanted to control paste the copied area. Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. Control C. Control... Aye! Right, okay. Right, so now we're going to make this... what are we going to do? I'll tell you what. No, I won't tell you what. Put a black thing in up there. And know that these are edges. You know, well, there you go. It's lucky I did that. Oh, God, really? Oh, this, why can't I do something useful with it? No. Oh, it's there anyway. Right, and then put another one there. Ah, that would have been a better idea. Right, and then we can just change all them afterwards. That's easier. Right, rectangle selection. Right, oh my God. Alrighty ho. Okay, that I think has actually miraculously done what I think it's going to do. Oh, I probably could have had my pixel, or whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, we'll start like this, because how hard can it be? It's all a bit of a learning experience, isn't it? Boink. Right. Okay, so far, so good. So I've got... Okay, so I probably want now this to come up. So what did I say I wanted? I wanted a high one. No, I'm so confused. So a high one. Oh, so how do you even handle that? Oh god, so anything more than 45 degrees is actually really complicated. Oh god, I didn't think of that. Oh, this is going to look horrible. How do people do this? This stuff is hard. Maybe they shouldn't be then. Maybe they should be... Maybe they should be double length. So you'd have... That would be 1. Yes. That would be 1. And then that would be another. So my chunks... Oh, lore. Oh, this is so complicated. And then the other one would have to be... What? 1, 2... But then that's not right. That would have to be across 4. So they have to be in 4s. Because otherwise I'm going to go insane. So, okay. So, but then I get that problem again. Because that's... Okay, so actually, I'd have some which are 2x4 and some which are 4x4. No, because then I'm going to go mad again. How do people do this? Very complicated. Alright, so 2x4, 4x4, this is much harder than I ever thought it was going to be. Maybe I should, maybe not Chris, I should take your advice and go with the Bezier. But I kind of want to work out how, I kind of want to work this out. I want to work out why I can't work it out. Oh, I'm so stubborn. I'm sure it makes a great TV. I mean, I suppose there's no reason I can't say for certain gradients it's a 2x4 sprite, and for certain gradients it's a 4x4 sprite or a 2x2 sprite. Yeah, so. Oh, no, there is, because then you'll end up with edges. I'm going to need many more types of sprite if I go down this route. So I think... I'm going to need... This is so hard. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna have to rethink this because I think this is just gonna turn into a nightmare. Ah, damn it! I was so pleased with myself. I was quite pleased with my bit of flat. ice. I thought that was kind of good. I mean, it's rubbish, but like there we go. That's not so bad. I mean, it's better than what I've currently got. This is a flat bit. No, that's not that bad. So that would be up here. How are you meant to deal with multiple angles? So I don't. That's what I'm being told. The universe is telling me not to have clever angles. You've got 2 angles. Well, you've got 3 angles, but I've only got 2. You've got straight and diagonal. And then you build it from straight and diagonal. You don't have a more vertical diagonal. So, is that what you meant by 6? I think that may be what Nick, not Chris, meant by 6 tiles. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, because that's the same as that one. That one's the same as that one. So why do you need 6? Surely you only need 4. 1, 2, reflection, reflection. Surely you only need 2 tiles. Because one's a rotation of the other. Problem is, I suspect not Chris knew what they were talking about. I think that's definitely the way to go, because otherwise I'm just going to go insane. So if I want to have a shallow one, so essentially I'm going to need 2 Okay, so for each edge I've got, I'm actually going to need 2 sprites. One to give me potentially, and then I could even have 4 sprites. Okay, now that makes sense. But then what's my, I'm so confused. What did I agree with Claude? What's my PPU? So once you're focused on edge sprites, yeah, no, I don't want stride maths. I think that's going to make my life a nightmare. It's all about the chunkiness of the penguin. How chunky do you want it to feel? Yeah, you see, I thought this might get boring because I just don't really have the slightest clue what I'm doing. I might change that to say score just while I'm letting my brain do some subconscious work. What's the original score text? Right. And then I think I will change that just to make me happy that it doesn't say that. It says how on earth, I don't know, can you do that in this game? Score. No, apparently you can't. How do you do things? Do you do a plus? Score? Oh yes you do. Alright, that'll do. And that's not score, that's score placeholder. Because no one will ever see it, because it's just the thingy, because it's just the thingy, and the thingy is the thingy. I'm doing very important thinking. I know it doesn't look like I am, but this is how I do thinking. I procrastinate. Oh dear. Just placeholder then. Oh, just score. Fine. Okay. So now hopefully that will say score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let us see, let us see, let us see. So it should say score 0. It does say score 0. Oh, hello. Come on, go and find a fish. Yay, score 1. Okay, well, so far so good. I don't know, I like my fish. My fish are moving around. God, what am I going to do about this? Come on, so randomly... Right, also stop doing that. So this, hang on, what? So each of these, so that's a point, this is a point. So these would need to be quantized. And how many per unit did we agree? So one world unit would then get a 16 pick sprite would be exactly 1 unit wide. No, you see, I'm not going to. Ah, you say you're wrong about this. You're wrong about this, Mr. Claude. You misunderstand. Possibly not your fault. Possibly not your fault. I mean, definitely not your fault. You're a large language model. But I am also possibly partially to blame. I don't know, man. I'm confused. 8 pixels sprite, 8 pixels per unit would be 1 world unit width. So what did I say this was? I said this was 32 pixels per unit. And I said this was 32 pixels per unit. So it's actually, but it's at double size. So basically this is what you're telling me should be exactly the same length as those two. Is it though? Yeah, but is it though? Yeah though, but is it though? Yes sir, but is it though? Right. I think it is. I think I'm beginning to understand how scale works now. So you are a penguin. And you are... I see. You are exactly, not just slightly, but you are exactly 2 units right. Right! It is coming together. I'm beginning to actually understand what this all means. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to fix anything, but it means I'm less confused. So, let's say I want this. So this gradient, So, well, that's great news. Finally, my phone's decided it wants to join the party. Who knew? So I reckon, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Okay, and so the penguin is right, because the penguin isn't the full thingy. So the first thing I should probably do is actually change the penguin so that it's a decent size. Oh, fuck it, I can't be asked. Right, so I think I'm gonna say. So how the hell am I gonna do that? So these are gonna have to be quantized. They're going to have to be quantized. So each point on these is going to have to be quantized to either flat. I mean, I don't want to lose too much information because it'll just start to look really boring. So I think I do need at least. God, this is really complicated. So I think I'm going to need at least 2. But maybe I'm just overthinking that. Maybe that could just be because it doesn't have to join up exactly, because that's what pixels do. You know, your brain fills it in. So I mean, actually, could this just be straight and that be straight? And it wouldn't actually matter that much. But it's got to have it above it, so because that could, and you don't want it overlapping because that'll look horrible. Oh, this is so confusing. How are you meant to do this? Like, people are so clever and I'm so stupid. God, I thought this was going to be the easy bit. Just flip together some random shitty sprites. But apparently not. So, come on, Penguin. Help me out. Talk to me. Look into my soul and tell me what I should be doing. Look into my soul, Penguin. I see you, Penguin. I didn't know I could move that as well. That's very satisfactory. I've got any fun zoomed in. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that's worth knowing. Come on, Mr. Penguin. I feel like I'm losing my audience here. Help me. Inspire me with your penguin-y ways. I think there's a reason why no one made games like this with the 32-bit console. Because I don't think you can make it look nice. I don't think it works. I think there's just too many kind of, there's too many edge cases. God, that's annoying. I don't want to give up though, because firstly I'm very, very, very stubborn. Not necessarily one of my more attractive qualities, but I am. So, So I think I am. I think I'm going to have to quantize the final actual points. Are they currently quantized? I mean, I don't think they are. Well, they look a little bit. I mean, that's a bit of a quinky dinks, is it? No, it's not. It's not. So if these are quantized to... let's say 60... oh god, even a 16th seems a bit stressful. Half, quarter, eighth. So then that would be an eighth. So you'd need an eighth one. No, because again that doesn't work because you're stuck. Oh, you'd need to actually then have each one. Oh, but then you can fill from above. Okay, I think I am finally beginning to get there. So all you really need is... yeah, so you need an eighth increase. You need a quarter increase. What's the most it can do? You need an eighth? Not even an eighth. You need a quarter, a half, a 3/4, a full. No, because then again it's very unclear where you're... No, I'm absolutely confused. I'm confused to all hell how I meant to do this. What's quite nice about this is I know that I couldn't even express myself to Claude even if I wanted to ask it for help, so I'm stuck here. This is me on my own now. Because I know that if I started this conversation with Claude, I'd just go around in circles. And one of us would be misunderstanding. Well, one of us would be an AI, and one of us would be misunderstanding. Spoiler alert, I'm not an AI. Well, at least I don't think I am. Need to talk to my therapist about that. But anyway, quarter, half, 3/4. But then what's above it? And then no, because you need the chunks to come in above. So then you could have a half chunk. Yeah, but then that's just there. And then where do you put it? Is that always the top? Maybe that's always a top. So it would always come from here, maybe a chunk like this, right? Maybe that would work. Maybe that's what I need. No, because then what happens if it needs to start? Yeah, I am so... So therefore we need to separate it down again. Alright. Okay, so then we separate it again. Oh god. Alright, so these are now 4x4 in here. And if we had 4... No, because these... It's so frustrating. Oh, it's so frustrating. No, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter how much you cut it down, like you're still going to end up with the problem of like where the things overlay. Oh my god, this is frustrating. You know, the more I look at this, yeah, hello, not Chris. The more I look at this, the more I think you might have been right. How was he? Good, I'm very pleased. Where does he live? In the States? Oh, they're in Hungary. Oh, I see. Oh, so your wife's Hungarian? And thus the issue's getting her into the US, I assume. Ah, nice. It's a beautiful kingdom, Hungary. Well, used to be a kingdom. Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm beginning to think you might be just right about this Bezier business. Well, exactly, and good. Well, I mean, I hate to get too involved in politics, but I think that's possible. Personally, I approve. Personally, I approve of that sort of thing. Yes, I think so as well. Things are certainly looking up a little bit. I'm not sure if I can speak for the rest of the planet, but I think Hungary should be feeling quite pleased with themselves right now. And I mean, it's not like he wasn't entrenched. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, that is true. It's better than nothing. That is absolutely true. I'm beginning to think my Sprite idea is an absolute nightmare. So I'm beginning to think that I might just go for your Bezier solution to begin with. Because there's just so many permutations to get what I'm after. Because, you know, I don't want to lose too much detail. I don't want to just have 45 degrees. You know, I don't want that. I want to have this sort of thing. But then you have to stack things on top, you know, and the whole thing becomes an absolute pickle. You know, and each of these needs to be a tiny little thing. And then, yeah, exactly. So, and I just think it's not really worth the faff. Because the problem is, I mean, the problem is that ice is relatively smooth. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking your Bezier idea might have been a better idea. Which annoys me because I really liked the. I love that. I mean, I really wanted to have that sort of style, but I just don't think it's going to work. I don't know why not. I don't know why I can't make it work. I think it's probably just 'cause I'm lazy. I think in my head I understand how it would work. You know, you'd have like kind of sandwich chunks and, you know, but like the amount of, I would know so many different tiny little nodes to get it to work. And it's just not really worth it. Just as a, you know, I mean, essentially. Sprite will bend the tiling sprite. The sprite shape will bend the tiling sprite. I don't know what any of that means. Sorry. Genuinely, I've never. Vaguely, you've got like. Yeah, I mean, you put 9 sprites on it, and then. Don't you? And then 3 by 3, and then cut them up, I think. Do you not? Or is that something else? Yeah, but generally it's just cutting stuff up. Yeah. Oh. I am not aware of that. I think I think I see what you're talking about. 9 slicing, you say? Oh, that's a clever solution. I don't know what that was. No. Come on, give me right Unity. 9 slicing, score for 7. Yee. I see. I think I am. I think you are. I didn't watch all the video, I'm afraid, because firstly I don't really approve of watching other people's videos on my videos. I will. Absolutely, I will. Oh, whoops! I've uploaded the same video twice. Yeah. All right. No, you make a very good point. Oh, so that was 9. Oh, I thought that was using Bezier. I'm sorry, I got confused. I thought that was a Bezier thing, the fast, flexible terrain in Unity thing. Oh, okay, no, a bit further in. I am with you now. Alright, I think I might have to just call this a complete and utter failure today. Because I'm going to have to watch this video, but I don't want to do that while I'm meant to be streaming. I prefer kind of educating myself when people aren't watching, because it's very, very, very boring. Yeah, no, I know I'm learning, but it feels like such slow progress. And to be honest, I'm not very used to learning anymore. No, that's not quite true. But I don't take to it as well as I used to, let's put it that way. I used to love it, now I find it slightly frustrating. I'm like, why don't I know how to do this already? I'm a fool. Yeah, God, it's depressing, isn't it? They're all so bloody clever, these young ones. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's why I don't know, it slightly upsets me. That's how I try to use Claude, though, like as a sort of advanced Google that I can ask questions to. I mean, I know I can do that with Gemini, but I don't know, I hate Gemini for some reason, it annoys me. I'd rather learn from Claude. The problem is I don't mind YouTube videos, but I kind of get, I don't know, I get bored. And like it doesn't come at my speed. Well, absolutely. Well, I feel the same about AI. Are we now talking about 16-year-olds or AI or both? I mean, there's some amazingly intelligent, well, not intelligent, but well-informed 16-year-olds. I don't know, they're probably pretty intelligent as well, frankly, but they don't have the experience, and I think experience does count for quite a bit. Well, yeah, I don't know, again, I try to avoid, I'm very much of the opinion at work, I try to get people out of that mindset, but in my personal life, actually, genuinely, that's my LinkedIn profile says something like that. Personally, I'm a perfectionist, but professionally, I'm a pragmatist. Like, professionally, just do it as well as necessary to get it done. Whereas personally, I want to really understand every single bit of it and do it all myself. Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think we have similar. Have you ever been a senior developer, like, you know, managing large teams, or have you always been a doer yourself? Because I'm more of a doer, but I found myself in senior dev roles because I'm old at the end of the day, and that's realistically is where the money is. Okay, so you kind of did less coding and more telling people what to do. Because yeah, that really changed my attitude, was when I started trying to be more pragmatic. Yeah, no, I love a financial system. I like financial systems. They're very, you know, I like a financial system. They're clear. You don't have to interact with humans. Maybe. Right, alright, 9 slicing. Alright, I see what you're saying. Could you have 16 slicing? Oh, absolutely. I mean, but to be fair, my skills are antiquated. Some of the things you were asked to do, or that you did ask to do, because I mean that's quite an admission in public. So I could have a 16 slicing. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, exactly. I think I might go for 16 because I think it would just suit me slightly. Okay, yes. And so then you can load the stuff on top of it. Yes, no, I do. I see. Huh. Oh dear. For this, I only need 1 sprite. What, and then rotate it? Yeah, but I don't want, I want the kind of, I want that sort of jagged, like, line. I want that sort of old school, everything's horizontal. When you zoom in, I want everything to be horizontal, basically. Like, just, layers of horizontal. That's what I'm aiming for. Sure, but I don't want to all look exactly the same. So, but actually, hang on. But you make a good point. Like, oh, I'm so confused. I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. I know that it's annoying because people are actually now watching me, so it's a great time to choose to go to the toilet. But wait 1 second. I am back. I apologise for that. Very unprofessional. This is true. Anyway, we could try a 2-minute test to show you what I mean. What, now? God, you just get shit done, don't you? What are you waffling about? Oh, God. Oh, that looks really... Oh, no, that's an advert. Thank God for that. That looks super stressful. Hello, very... Oh, I've even seen this... I've seen this guy before. Hello, Brackies. Now, what do you have to say for yourself? But am I being dumb? But that's got the... Has that not got the curve on it? It's so clever. But that is very clever. But I mean, again, it's sort of... What is it doing? How does it do that? It's like it re-renders the sprites. Yeah, it's just not. It's not quite. I mean, it is like I can see, you know, obviously, because I mean, but everything's always when you zoom in, it's always flat, isn't it? Really, because it just becomes pixels at some point. But I want to have that sort of, you know, I want to. Let me bring this over here. Sorry, because I'm talking to the internet mindlessly. So let's. I'm going to pause this so that I'm not stealing this poor fellow's video. But zoomy. Can I zoom in on it? No, that'd be too useful. Look here, right? That is a straight line, but that is I mean, the pixel difference there is tiny. It's tiny little pixie pixels, right? Whereas I want more like this sort of gap between each kind of layer. Gunk, chunk, dunk, chunk, dunk, chunk. Like, you know, like a proper, like maybe 4 to even 8 pixels of actual genuine pixels. Like, you know, so this would be completely straight, and then there'd be a little kind of a proper step. So yeah, more or less this entire, yeah, maybe that entire half would be straight, and then a drop down, then another straight, maybe 3 times. Well, 3 is probably not a good number, so maybe, I don't know, either half or quarter, because I imagine 3 would make my life a living hell. But yeah, like this, like the original thing, that's what I want, is the original shape that's in here, that sort of chunkiness, but then this is then, you know, adding a... Oh, this is before, is it? Come on. It just looks too curvy. Like, I want steps, and I know I'm being insane. I completely recognise I'm being insane. Interpolazione. Need to sprite shape Unity Manager. You can open Package Manager. Well, I should probably get that anyway. The sprite shape whaty who? Package Manager. Bloink. The sprite shape Unity package. Alright, well I can do that. That we can manage. Sprite shape. No. 2D sprite shape. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I've already got it. You see, I'd love to know what a spline was. What's a spline? Oh god. Oh, I've asked it before. That's alarming. A mathematical smooth code controls a tool for creating paths, blah 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 blah. What does it mean? Why is it called a spline? I haven't read this before, it's just guessing what I'm going to ask. You bastards. Clever clogs. Oh, I think I looked it up for... Yeah, no, I looked it up for interpolation, that's right. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Ah, tunnels. And pipes. Oh, god damn it. Value coordinates. Yes, you see a spline. Yeah, I think, okay, I think I'm beginning to get an idea for where this is going to go. So, come on. No. Can I drag? No. Why are you so annoying? Can I drag you into here? How does Windows work? God, Windows. No, it doesn't work like that apparently. Whatever. Right. So if I say 16 slicing, will it just say that's like 9 slicing? Yeah, okay, so suddenly we're in the kitchen. That's interesting, isn't it? I was having a lovely time. A lovely time in 9 splicing, and then it's like, no, 16 slicing, you must be in the kitchen, you crazy mofo. I think there's just too much. There's just too much going on here. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. I think what I'm gonna have to do is tomorrow, when I'm meant to be working, I'm gonna give myself a little. I'm going to give myself a series of tutorials to watch. So I think I've got to understand really what a spline is. I mean, I've got a rough I kind of understand it's like points on a thing, basically. But I think I need to understand like some of the basic underlying process behind it. I'm definitely going to have to work this crap out. I think this is I think a 9. I think you're right. I think it's going to be a 9 slice. No, I think it is. It's this isn't. Where was it? No. This isn't. It's too. Oh, you're a very beautiful man, but it's not your face I wanted to see. It's It's too curvy. I like. It's too curvy. I want it to be. I want it to have more. Like, what's going on here? That's what I want. That's what I want. What's going on here? Oh, you're back again, you funny man. Look, pause. What's going on here? This is exactly what I want. I want to procedurally generate that sort of. It's auto tiling. Yes, probably. Okay, rule tiles. Is that, I mean, if I type in Unity rule tiles, is that a thing that it'll understand? Rule tile. Oh, well, you know your shizzle, Mr. Not Chris. Or, I'm assuming you're Mr. Not Chris. If your name isn't Chris, I suppose it could be Not Christine, and you have a wife. Oh god, I mean that's already stressed me out. God, Unity, why do you give such extremely dry? I mean, I can read it, but I don't want to. I'd literally rather read this crap. Okay, that, bloink, fine. Create the asset and create blah blah blah. Fine. Assign a default sprite. Yes. That's exactly what I am talking about, Chris. Not Chris. Yes, absolutely. Okay, yeah, no, I think you are. Okay, but I would also want some random aspects to it, because obviously. Okay. Alright, so this is my job for tomorrow, is learn about this. That's so clever. God, that's so clever. God, these people are clever. So you can then draw or tell the auto tile to random. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, with a function. Oh, can you? So you could say for this tile, don't use this sprite, use this function to randomly generate this sprite from a set of sprites, essentially. Not Chris, I'm very pleased you found me, because you have been unbelievably helpful. I don't need an exclamation mark because I'm over 40. Right, Eric Vecchiana, let's see what you got to say for yourself. I don't know, though. I'm not saying that's not going to work, but I fear I may have so many of these rules, it's actually even more complicated than... I think I'm going to have a lot of rules. Maybe not. I think there'll be a lot of them, but it might be the simplest way of doing it, yeah. Oh, you can with standard 1647. What the hell? 1647? Yes, now you're talking. Okay. Use 2D too much paint 3D. God, like you're all so much more experienced than me. It really, it's quite astonishing how little I know about this. Because I really thought that I would actually find the coding bit of all this relatively easy. Because, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm a coder. I've coded for millions of years. I know how to code. Absolutely not. My God. And there's just so much detail and complexity and intricacy. But that makes sense to me. I understand what this is getting at. It's so clever. God, it's clever. Oh, yes. Where does it... I mean, there must be a first point. Yeah, I suppose there are pretty common problems. I mean, you're right. But this must start somewhere. Does it start from the bottom right? Oh, I see. And that's like your seed, and then it builds around that. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, this is exactly the sort of crap I'm talking about. God, that's oh wow. Huh. Lovely Eric. Good old Eric. A C# developer with a background in nursing. Eric's done shit with his life. All I've sat around is just sitting on my arse. I've never nursed anyone. Well, thank you, lovely Eric. I enjoyed your medium. You've given me a vague insight into what the hell you're talking about. But... oh, God. How do you know all of this? How many games have you made? I mean, it's deeply... like, you're... my brother's age. It's so depressing. He's done nothing with his life either. He's just got an accountancy qualification. Ah, God, I should probably do that myself. God, I really should do that myself. Well, not Chris. You are, I am realising, increasingly a wise person. Where's the Unity? I'm going to sign up for it right now. Unity Newsletter. I didn't even know there was one. Ooh. I mean, literally the first time I've ever actually given someone my I very rarely sign up for newsletters. I am of a different generation. What is my email address? No, hello. There we go. I knew I could drunk. Old man. Game developing. Gambling, that'll do. Gaming. Country. I think I can be in the United Kingdom as far as you're concerned. None of your beeswax where I am. Right, well that was easy. Thank you. Ah, good. Right, now I will be educated as well. If it makes you feel better, you're very poor. No, it doesn't make me feel at all better. I think it's a real shame. I think there aren't enough, no, I don't know. I think the world's gone completely batshit mental, personally. And I mean, I don't want, again, I said earlier, I try not to get too political, but I mean, like, people seem to be rewarded for being morons nowadays. And people who are actually kind of interested in learning and understanding and getting better at things seem to be penalised. And are, and obliged to become indie game developers, of whom 1% do well, less than 1%, I imagine. Despite the fact they're making much better crap than all the DOS that's kind of rolled out onto mobile telephones. No, I think the whole thing's awful. I think it's all terrible. Very glad that I'll be dead one day. Oh, that's alright. Well, ups and downs. We've all had ups and downs. Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely. But no, I hope you don't feel like you've been underappreciated, because I do genuinely think it's a real issue. I think there's a lot of very talented people who are unsung, and there's a lot of people who are extremely untalented who everyone seems to then fetishize, and it just makes me, I don't know, it just seems absolutely ridiculous to me. But there we are. As I say, I try to avoid being too opinionated, because no one wants to hear my nonsense. So, can you do these? No, of course you can't, because it's about the thing. I still don't think, Chris. I still think that despite your brilliance, I still don't think. I think the auto tiling might be a better gig. Unity auto tiling. I don't know, because the problem is I'm not tiling. That's the problem. The problem, or maybe, I mean, the way I see it is I'm not tiling, right? Because this would be a tile, right? Absolutely fine. And in my Lex game, auto tiling 100%. Oh, I'd love to become the oppressor. Seriously, I'd be an amazing oppressor. I'm all about being like, I would be the most benevolent of dictators unless I didn't like you, in which case you'd be disappeared almost immediately. For the good of the nation, of course. For the good of the many. No, absolutely not. No, I think it's very, very good news I'm not in charge. Despite my high-minded ideals, I think I'm probably also a psychopath. So I mean, no, don't put me anywhere near any form of power at all. I'm partially joking. You also don't scare the corner so it all looks fun. Yeah. You're telling with a noise function or a Bezier function. Okay. Well, I mean, like, maybe you're considering your options to become, get recognition? I don't know. He tried it didn't work. Okay. Sure, then it would know to... Yeah, no, absolutely. It would then say, okay, this doesn't have a boundary. Immediately it would subsume the neighbour in, and then the smaller neighbour would have the boundary. No, I completely get that. But then... Yeah. But, like... my squares seem to be even smaller within the squares within the squares. And again, like, these are all... I mean, basically, here's the problem. Here's the problem, Chris. Not Chris. Yeah, but that isn't. That's one world unit. But because I'm using floats, it isn't one world unit. And that's basically my issue. So, like, I could make it so that... But then, I mean, if every square was one world unit, this would suddenly become very, 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 very chunky indeed. Now, so what I'm considering is splitting these into, like, 4x4, maybe? But even then, I'd need to quantize these quite heavily. And then also then, I'll also need... I can't quite do the maths in my head, but it's quite a lot of... There'd be a lot of different things. Again, which would then have to start from different points. You have 4 slope variants that bridge tiles. Yeah, well, that's what I thought to start with, but like the problem is this slope variant going from, let's say, here to here isn't across one tile. That's across, you know, like that. Even if it was like bonk, 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 you know, which is what I want it to look like, that only works starting from this point. So then you need to like pack it down and then pack that down, but then they all need to work together, and also that's 2 by 1 because that's not an even amount. So I'd need a whole bunch that were 1 by 4. Let's say I split each world unit into 4, then that'd be 1 by 4, and then that'd be a 2 by 4 one for doing, like, you know, and then that'd be a 3 by 4 one, that'd be a 4 by 4 one, and then potentially I'd also need one that was a 5, like, was 2 by 4, and then 1 by 4. Am I being dumb? No, it's not the responsibility of the engine, but I mean, I want it to look nice. I know. I mean, I am concerned that I'm over-engineering this. I mean, before you bring that up. But I mean, that is... I mean, you know, again, talk to my therapist and also my fucking father, because it's... I mean, that is definitely something I've inherited from from him. We are not great as a family of just like going, oh, well, that's good enough. We want to be like, no, I did that properly. I know, an entire grid of spikes. I know. But then that's so much work. But then if I just got on with it, it probably would have been faster than having this entire conversation and going round and round and round and round and round in circles. But on the other hand, what I could do, which what I think would seem more sensible, is actually just to take your advice and just use Mr. What's his face over here? Oh, I've killed him. This lovely Mr. Bracky. And actually, I mean, I could just do that. I mean, that would be absolutely sufficient. But it's not what I want, and so I'm being anal about it. I mean, it would be absolutely sufficient. Oh well. I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to watch some of these videos when I should be working tomorrow. And I'm going to come back to this with renewed passion and understanding tomorrow, because it is approaching, sadly, 2 o'clock, and I have been streaming for 2 hours, and in that time have achieved precisely fuck all. No, that's not true. I've learnt a lot, and I've learnt that this is a problematic situation. Like, you know, you have to learn this stuff. You're not born with this knowledge. But I was genuinely hoping to have got... Like, I was so naive, I actually thought that I might have some edges in today. Like, you know, nothing pretty, but like edge. I thought, oh yeah, that's an achievable goal. But it isn't. So I have managed one thing today, which is to mention a score. But there we are, what can you do? Oh, I can at least despawn the fish. I might do that just to make myself feel better. How would I despawn a fish? Do the fish belong? Maybe I should put the fish in a game object and then just when it gets destroyed. Yeah, I think I should probably nest the fish into a ground chunk. Can I do that? Let's see if I can do that. No, absolutely. No, but I very much appreciate what you're saying, not Chris. I really do. I mean, no, absolutely. What? So, like, just suck it up. Admit that I'm not really making a 32-bit game for the Sega Game Gear, and just as long as the vibe sort of mimics it, actually use modern vector graphics. Just because no one's actually really going to care. I mean, when I say it out loud like that, that does seem... No, I mean, that does seem very sensible now you mention it. but I don't want to. I want to do it properly. I want to do it properly. Alright. No, I know, but on the other hand, sometimes you should compromise your vision because you're just being a lunatic. And in this particular instance, I think I am probably just being a lunatic. But I am going to work out if I can pop the fish into the terrain, because then they'll immediately be bobbined on add random fish. Can I make... Does this return something? Something equals... Well, what do you do? Do you return something? Oh, you make a game object. Alright, so game object fish. Oh, whoops. Fish game object. Fish object equals fish. Rename that to fish prefab. Hopefully that's renamed that up there as well, has it? Yes, it has. So that's fish prefab. Game object, fish object, and then we can just say, I don't know how we do it. How do I nest? Do I say the fish object dot parent? No. How do I actually nest it into? No, we'll return. We will return that. No. No, we won't. God damn it, because it's not how I've done it. Oh, I'm an idiot. So this actually now will need some massive... Oh, god damn it. Oh, I'm too tired and I'm too grumpy about this whole business with the thingy-bobs. Generate terrain isn't there, so then I think I should add a random fish in there, and that my generate terrain should actually return terrain. Oh, but no, it's all bloody object oriented. God, I hate object oriented programming. Oh my god, I was making a Katamari. Okay. Oh yeah, soft body. Yeah, I can imagine. Not Chris. You're very wise. You're wise, but it's not what I want to hear. But I am determined to learn from those who are wiser and more experienced than I. And not, essentially, turn into my father. Alright. I know your point is taken, and it is well taken. I'll tell you what I'll do. How about this? I won't take 3 weeks. I will dick around tomorrow while I'm meant to be doing proper work. And I will do proper work as well, because I outsource so much to Claude nowadays, but it's so slow. So I spend a lot of time... I think I'm about as fast as I was, I just do less typing. So I do manage it hard. I'd like to make that very clear. I'm I'm not a vibe coder. I recognize it when it. Well, I like to think I recognize when it makes mistakes and put it up on stuff. But it does give me a lot more time to do other things. So I might sneakily set up a second environment because I dual boot on my computer. I could do that, couldn't I? Oh my god, I could actually do that. Boris Brave, love Boris. Okay, I will send myself that. I'm still finding it hard to see how this would. You can do it with triangles. It didn't even occur to me you could do it with triangles. Okay, now you're beginning to. No, now you're floating my boat. I suppose it just depends how much effort you want to make, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. But I mean, I don't like maybe I'm being dumb here, but if you look at this, not Chris, you've got two sorts of vertices. You've got a 45-degree diagonal, even in their most complex. So even in Boris's most complex tile sets, you've essentially got vertical, diagonal, and horizontal. Maybe I could do that though. Maybe why am I being such a perfectionist? Maybe I could do that. Could I do that? I mean, when you zoom in, maybe I could do that. Huh. Oh, you stupid penguin. Obviously you got in the wrong place. Come on, penguin. No, naughty penguin. What are you doing, penguin? Right. So, hang on. So let's find something interesting. Okay, that's kind of interesting around here. So what? Okay. Okay. That could be diagonal. Then it could be vertical. Then it could be diagonal, then maybe a horizontal. And then I could, like, or this could be kind of two verticals and one diagonal. So like a diagonal, a vertical, a diagonal. And then a horizontal and a diagonal. Maybe. I think I'm probably overcomplicating it. You know, I think you're right. I think I should just get on with it and just do it with Bezier's. Oh my god, not Chris. No crap, does it? Right, you have given me much to think about. I will take these tomorrow. I will probably try to map my Linux, because it can look into my Windows, and so then I can get Claude to actually poke its nose into what I'm doing here, so I can do this while I'm meant to be working. But in the meantime, I think it is sadly time for me to go to bed. I am always terribly grateful for, I mean, certainly not Chris. I mean, your input has been absolutely, you have saved me so much mucking about. So so thank you very much indeed. But thank you everyone else for tolerating my nonsense. It's fun. You're very knowledgeable, and I like chatting to you as well. You're fun. So thank you. And I hope your father-in-law has a very happy birthday. And I'm sorry if you're missing your wife too much, but yeah, hopefully she'll be back soon. Now you've sorted out her ability to be in the same country as you. Good thinking. So yes, I will be seeing you.